What's up, everybody? Casey Klein, aka Guitar Pie 123 here with a video I've made intended to be a little bit trendy, you might say. It's Thursday, at least the upload date will be Thursday. You might be watching this on a Saturday or a Monday or I don't even know when. But this is intended as a little throwback like everybody on social media likes to do on Thursday. I'm going to be looking back here in this video on my very first demo I ever recorded as a promotion to help me land live shows. I was 17 years old and I recorded 3 songs. It was What I Got by Sublime, Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash, my version, and then the Beatles Come Together. And the reason I'm putting it up now for folks to take a look at, and just kind of for myself personally, is because I've used YouTube as a tool to kind of track my growth as a musician, as a performer, seeing the things I'm interested in musically and what I've had going on. And it's always cool to look back towards those times when I was working early on and learning how to produce music on a computer or laptop or what have you, and kind of develop my own sound. And looking back, it's pretty scratchy audio that you're about to hear. I thought it was great at the time, but now I think it's very subpar. But it's still just cool to share with all the people who've kind of watched me and listened to me grow as a musician. And I'm working on another project of covers I perform live to serve as a new promotional demo to help me book more shows as I move forward and continue to expand my business as a musician. You can expect to see about 10 covers recorded, mixed, mastered, and everything ready to go by yours truly here by hopefully the middle to end of May, so I can start maybe looking at some new venues and getting some more stuff out there for you guys to listen to. You may have noticed if you actually follow my videos that the new black and white Casey Klein acoustic series and things of that nature, I've been doing more work on recorded covers and making videos to go along with them after the fact and things like that. And I thank you guys for checking them out, and there's a lot more coming. But again, the focus of this video is just kind of a throwback. It's a transformation, it's a change. Something I've noticed in life a lot lately, a recurring theme, is just kind of how everything keeps changing and evolving, and everything's going crazy, and things are happening over here and over there and everywhere. And it gets a little overwhelming and hard to keep track of, but it's just amazing seeing how I can change both personally and as a musician, and my friends, my family around me growing and going this and that direction. It's always cool to see. And sometimes for some people it's less fortunate to see, but as I've been out on my own now for a while, out of high school for 2 years, and continuing to luckily expand my abilities and potential as a musician and get that to an audience, I truly am thankful that a lot of you folks are interested in what I'm doing and decide to like me on Facebook or subscribe to me on YouTube. And it's just cool to see where I've come from and how I continue to progress and what you guys like. And like I said, these audio tracks you're going to hear, the demo, A Few Good Songs I had originally titled it for the demo. It's nothing that I would regard as special as far as audio and production value would go. It's before I even learned how to take stereo and put one sound over here and one over here, left and right, if you don't understand what I'm doing with this. It's all mono and weird and really claustrophobic sounding, but it's interesting because that was my first demo, and it got me hired at Sundown Mountain Resort in Dubuque, Iowa, and I recently wrapped up their season playing their employee party a couple weeks ago, and that's what made me really sentimental. I've been out here doing this stuff for a while, and it's just always fun to go back to those places where I first kind of started out and where people first started to take notice. And things are still relatively, small, what's the word I'm looking for? Small scale. But, having 400 and some people like me on Facebook and this and that on YouTube is just always such a cool thing to have behind me, and it brings me up, and I want to keep growing and going forward and making people happy with music and jamming live and DJing and doing anything and everything I can musically. And I think it's raining and my window's open, so that's probably my cue to go. But if you sat here and listened to me ramble about the same shit for the last, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, it's been super cool. Stay tuned to listen to that demo. I'm sure I'll make a marking in the video of what time the music actually starts, so that way you can skip this rant if you don't want to listen. But if you're subscribed to me on YouTube or you follow me on Facebook, either through my personal page or my like page, I seriously thank you so much. But goddamn, this rain is starting to come through my window, So enjoy the music. Like I said, it's interesting to look back at what I was doing a couple years ago. Thank you so much for the continued support. I'll see you live whenever it is, maybe, or maybe I'll never. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But thank you so much for tuning into my videos, following my music, coming to my shows, whatever, however you interact with me. Even if this is the only video you've seen, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Some people would think that, oh no, this is just an act, but it's not true at all. I really do. And I'm so thankful that all of these people can support me and what I'm doing with my music and keep me going and making somewhat of a living out of it all along the way. So thanks, but goddamn, my room is starting to get soaked. So enjoy the music.
Early in the morning, rising to the street, light me up that cigarette and I'll strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money's all gone. Well, I got a Dalmatian and I can still get high, and I can play the guitar just like I'm some sort of riot. Life is too short, so love the one you got, cause you might get run over or you might get shot. I never saw no static, I just get it off my chest. I never saw no battle with no bulletproof vest. Here's a small example, take a little tip from me. Take all of your money, give it all to charity. Life is what I got, it's within my reach, and the Sublime style's still fresh from Long Beach. It all comes back to you, you finally get what you deserve. Try and test that, you're bound to get served. Love's what I got, don't start a riot. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Loving is what I got, I say remember that. Loving is what I got, I say remember that. Loving is what I got, I say remember that. Loving is what I got, I got. I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. It's the bottle and it's back to the rocks. And fighting, it's all the same. Living with Louis Dog's the only way to stay sane. Life for loving, come back to me. I hear that train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, where time keeps dragging on. That train keeps a-moving right down to San Antone. Since I was a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. I bet they're drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison and that railroad train was mine, you bet that I would push it a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow all my blues away. Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he want holy roller. He got hair down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. hard to see come together.